We are in my home garage. I want to talk about some equipment options that you guys can get. Right now, stuff's kind of back ordered, or it's like a long shipping date. So if you order now, you'll have it by like October, end of September. So that's why we're talking about it now. Obviously, we hope this doesn't happen, but we'd rather you guys be ahead of things than being a little bit behind and panicking trying to get some equipment. So Connor and I have similar setups for our garage gyms. His is like a legit, like massive garage. Mine is a 1-car garage. So Steven will joke with you, I messed up, bought a really nice P3, even though he told me to get a P4. It does the job, right? So here is the swing position. If I'm trying to kip, it's a little bit tighter of a position here, so it's not super wide away from the wall, but it gets the job done. Those are about $100, okay? P4, Connor found like a 2-pack on Craigslist, so I got to upgrade without getting yelled at, which is great, but you see the distance difference off of the wall. So this allows you to do much more in terms of kipping. You can do toe to bar. If you are very brave, you could do some bar muscle up stuff. It's not something that I definitely felt comfortable with, but you could. Cool thing about both of these options is they can actually hang from the ceiling as well. So if you wanted to put them into your ceiling, those are great options. Rings are really cheap and super simple to hang. So if you don't have a garage setup like we do, you can definitely hang these in like a bedroom. You can hang them from the studs of the ceiling with hooks. We can also call on Steven to help us set those up if that's something that you need. But these are like $40 on Amazon, including the straps. So if that's something that you want to start to be able to continue some sort of pulling action, I think those are great. For me, my shoulders have been worn. So I swear by the crossover symmetry system. This is actually a knockoff brand. It's the Xover brand. They're significantly cheaper and they do the same job. Steven built these anchors for the wall so that I can have them both in the shoulder position and the knee position down here. And this is something that I can show you where to find, either the crossover link or this Xover brand system. I have all 4 resistance. It's totally up to you. Most of you can get away with like 1 heavy and 1 light, so you don't even really have to go too far on that. Handstand push-up wall. This is something that if you wanted to continue to work on handstand push-ups, it's pretty simple on its build out. If you don't have this lip in the garage, it's even easier. This is just plywood, okay? Steven just ended up building it out away from the wall with some 2x4s for me. So those are great things. Last thing I wanted to mention in terms of garage gym stuff is these 3/4 inch stall mats. Now these are what we have in our outdoor gym space at Harpoon. They're about $50 a mat. As you guys can see, the 2 is really all you need. You definitely don't need a full garage full of them. It's just gonna allow you to be able to have some space to drop a barbell and keep your weights safe. So those are great options for you. You get those at Tractor Supply. And even if you just look around the area up in Rochester, Sanford, or Greenland, one of them typically has them, okay? Last thing I wanted to show you and talk about is the weights. So we've talked a little bit about maybe grabbing a light pair of weights or a light setup of weights. Most of my weights are at the gym right now just because we were running so low on weight for super heavy days. So I only have a set of 45s here and a set of 10s. I don't know why I chose to keep those, but I did. 10s, 15s, and 25s are what we're gonna recommend that you guys get. I'm gonna do the price rundown for each of those. They're about like $3 to $4 per pound. So these are a little more expensive than they would for dumbbells. And a couple companies right now have them in stock or are shipping by mid-September. We're gonna stay Rogue because we have all Rogue plates, so we're still on the back burner for that. But these are great. There's really no reason for you guys to get it. It's more just we want to keep all of our stuff the same. And then we have 35-pound barbell. Fringe Sports has these in stock right now. You can order them for about $250. And again, they're gonna do the job for you. They're gonna have a great life cycle. And then a 45-pound bar. And then PVC, you can literally walk into Home Depot, grab one of the guys that'll cut the sticks for you, and he's just gonna cut this down. Ideally, it's a 6-foot length. You don't have to go crazy with it, and that'll help keep you guys set up for some good mobility. So again, it's definitely not anything we're gonna like not lend out equipment, but again, you guys probably saw there was limitations on what we could lend out because we end up running out. So if you have the means, if you have the long-term plan to be able to buy some stuff, these are great options to equip your home gym.